Hello folks, LA here. Let's talk silver. Let's talk silver trade. Before we do that, let's talk about data, because I outlined in a gold video last week that you want to use the underlying, right? Here we're looking at the Sprott physical, and you can see what the pattern of the chart is. You had a high here in 2021, big volume, right? Now compare that to what you see on the futures, where you also had a higher high in 2021, barely, right? But nothing near the volume that you saw on the prior chart. Huge difference. Rest of the chart, pretty much the same, but that's the ETF versus the futures. Let's go one step further. Look at it compared to the actual physical metal. Now here we don't actually have volume, which is, one of the reasons you don't use this type of a chart, but you can see the price high in 2021 did not even eclipse the 2020 high, just barely missed. Those are differences between data, and you have to choose which data you want. That's why we usually choose futures when we're looking at commodities, because that's the underlying. So let's use that to take a look at the trade in silver right now. So again, using the silver chart, futures, new high in 2021, eclipsed the old high, had less volume. That's called a test failure. And what happens from there? You go down, right? You had a big spike up, now you go down, and you go down and down and down all the way to the lows that we saw in 2022, where it came back and it did what? It did a retest regen on the prior high. And note, I'm looking at the weekly charts here. That sends it back up because it regenerates higher. And then, where are we now? We're looking at the potential for a breakout to the top side. We've had 3 higher lows so far, 2 higher highs so far. In general, if you're using the old way of looking at it, if you're using my way of looking at it, it's actually sideways trying to go bullish. If it closes over this 25.47 mark, got a pretty good shot of eclipsing the 26.43 mark, which would then target the highs of 2022 up at 27.49. And so it's slowly building, it's slowly making its way higher. Everything is the way you would want it to be if you want to be long this position. If I drop it down to a daily chart, you can see how important that 25.47 area is. I mean, if you use old school technical analysis, you're looking at potential head and shoulders type formation here. You're also looking at quote unquote a double bottom formation. So, pick your poison. This, if it breaks, closes over 25.47, more than likely it's going to go after that high, and this thing's going to probably be off to the races. That's the silver trade. Hope you're in it when it's time. Take care.